Oh yes, my prediction was pretty right with this latest disaster film. San Andreas. Haha, very funny. But no, I'm not talking about the game. Instead, I'm talking about the movie called San Andreas, starring The Rock, Paul Giamatti, and other people. So the premise, The Rock is a helicopter pilot, there is this killer earthquake in the San Andreas area, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and The Rock has to reconnect with his family, his about-to-be divorced wife, and the main goal in the movie is to save his daughter. Trapped in San Francisco, they all have to reconnect together. Now, you see the trailer. What is the main reason why you want to see this movie? The earthquake, the effects, the destruction, the craziness. You want to feel the speakers, you want to feel your seat rumbling, and you will come into the movie and you will feel just that. No, I'm not gonna lie, this movie is really intense. You see what's going on and it's pretty horrible, but at the same time pretty cool too. And then when all of this is over, you got your characters and you try to get into them. But then you're like, I don't really care about you people. I want to see some more destruction. So you got all of that in this film. So apparently this is one of those movies where you're just there to have fun. You don't care about the backstory of the people. You're just there to have fun and see some shit get destroyed. All that. Now, the effects in the movie for the most part is pretty well done, except for one scene in the movie where a car goes down a cliff. And wow, the effects were pretty horrible, but the rest, it's pretty great. But sometimes you start to notice some green screen effects, and there are some moments where your characters should be dead. Seriously, they get into crashes in vehicles, a huge wave hits them, and there was this one scene where a chunk of debris nearly falls on a guy, catching his shoe, and his shoe is off. So aside with the cool earthquake effects, there was some pretty unrealistic moments too. It's kinda like Furious 7, another movie that has The Rock in it. The effects are great, but sometimes unrealistic too, but you don't care. You're just there to have fun. And speaking of The Rock, well, what do I have to say about him? He's The Rock, a big guy who wants to get things done. He was okay, he has his one-liners. As a matter of fact, in the movie, there is some ridiculous dialogue in lines, especially from Paul Giamatti. Oh man, he's one of those guys that warns everybody about what is going to happen. He's pretty much a dramatic person, and when he speaks, he's like, we need everybody out of this city, or else they are going to die. Forever. So you got Paul Giamatti, and there are in fact some silly moments. And then you got other characters, you don't really care about them that much. They're just there to make sure that they're safe. And then you got the bad guy and... So, is this film great? Let's just say, at least it's better than 2012, which is pretty much irrelevant by now because it's 2015. You got all the destruction, but the substance doesn't really fit. I think we have come to an age where disaster movies are good at its best, or not good at all. In the 90s, disaster movies were a big deal, and we haven't had a good one since, Titanic, which not only had a sinking boat, but you are connected with the characters. Here, it seems to miss some of that. So don't go into this movie expecting some things to be real, because it's not. You're just there to have fun. The effects are good, The Rock is good, some silly moments in the film, some unrealistic moments, some of the character development could have been better, but meh, San Andreas gets 6 destroyed buildings out of 10. So, that is my review of San Andreas. Thank you for watching. More reviews,